What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mickey D. You already know. Coming back to y'all with another video. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on your notifications so you can get to see every video that I drop. Now, with that being said, before I get into the video, I want y'all to understand one thing. Everything I basically post on my channel, I try to keep it real. I try to come uncut with it and give it to y'all like it's supposed to be gave. So anytime you click on one of my videos and you listen to my stuff, make sure you listen to it to the end so you can understand what you will be able to relate to what I'm saying in my video. Don't get sidetracked. Now that we got that out the way, let's get into the video. The topic of this video is called disobedient. See, some of y'all young kids, when y'all was coming up, y'all was disobedient to y'all mom and y'all dad. Your mom and your dad was only telling you something right. And they was telling you something for your own good, and it was because they cared about you. They didn't want to see nothing happen to you. Your mom and dad probably told you, son, those so-called friends that you hanging with, you need to stop hanging with them because they gonna get you in trouble. But you was like, oh, mom, they ain't gonna get me in trouble. I've been knowing them a long time. It's like you just saying, hell with it. I'ma ignore what mom and dad telling me. I'ma do me. And when you do you, just what? When you end up in jail because your mom and your dad told you something to keep you, prevent you from going to jail or getting locked up or killed, but you decided to do it anyway. You ignore what your mom and dad was telling you, but they was only telling you something right because they didn't want you to grow up to be a thug or be in and out of jail. They didn't want to see you get killed at an early age. But you took it for granted. You took it for a joke. You took it for a game. Well, mom and dad was only trying to tell you, son, stay at home. There's too much going on out there in the street. Ain't nothing out in the street but trouble. But you snuck off from the house anyway because you wanted to go hang with the rest of the little kids that mean you no good, that was gonna lead you on down the wrong path. Mom was only trying to teach you the right thing because she loved you enough to tell you, I want you to grow up and be somebody. But you was being so disobedient. I know y'all heard in the Bible where God say, those that be disobedient, their life will be short on earth. Your life will be short. Follow me? Yeah, that part. See, because if you'd have listened to your mom and your dad, you wouldn't have had to worry about nothing bad happening to you. She told you that because she didn't want to see nothing bad happen to you. Some of y'all, when y'all grew up and got a certain age, when y'all got about 17 or 18, became a teenager, y'all feel like that y'all was grown, that y'all wasn't gonna listen to your mom and dad no more. So Joe, what? When y'all feel like that y'all was grown, mom and dad told you. So since you feeling yourself and you think you grown, then you might as well just get out of my house, you know what I'm saying, if you ain't gonna follow my rules. Y'all know what mom and dad used to tell y'all when y'all was coming up? Yeah, that part. When you didn't want to listen, mom had to get on you a couple times. And when you did something wrong, she let you know when you was doing something wrong because she set you down and she told you, I told you to go to school and get your education. Some of y'all didn't want to do that. Some of you kids just went to school just to act up in school and follow the other kids and go get in trouble and smoke weed and all this kind of stuff. But that ain't what your mom and dad raised you up to do. Your mom and dad raised you up to come up to be the right person in life. But you chose to do things your way. And your way got you where you didn't want to go. In and out of juvenile, in jail. See, because that could have been prevented if you'd have listened to your mom. Mom didn't want to see nothing bad happen to you if you started running with the wrong crowd because mom didn't want you out there. She knew that it's bad out there in the streets. She wanted you to be at home so she'll know that you okay. You follow me? Yeah, that part. But some of y'all young kids get beside y'all self. Some of y'all young kids talk back to y'all mom, but y'all forgetting your mom and your dad is the one had you. Your mom and dad the one raised you up and try to keep you on the right path and lead you the right way because they didn't want you to go down the wrong road. You follow me? But you were too disobedient, so she had to show you who was the boss. Sometimes she had to, get that switch. Y'all remember how mom and dad used to put the switch on you? How she used to put the belt on you behind when you didn't want to listen? When you got to feeling yourself and you started talking back to your mom and your dad? Yeah, that part. She had to whoop you. You probably got a couple whoopings a couple times. And you still was hard-headed. After she told you not to do it, you turned right back around and did it again. So the whooping didn't do you no good. You feeling me? So I say this to say this. You young kids that coming up, it's very important. Because you only get one mama and one daddy. But it's very important that you take heed to what your mom and dad tell you. See, if you don't take heed to what your mom and your dad telling you and do the right thing, when you grow up to be grown and become a man, become a grown woman, and you get out on your own and you start hanging with people that mean you no good, that's going to get you in trouble, you're going to always think about, my mom, my dad told me don't hang with the wrong type of crowd because they said hanging with the wrong type of people will get me in some trouble or cause me to end up in jail or something, or kill. Yeah, that part. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, you young kids that's coming up now, that's talking back to your mom, not giving your mom no respect or not giving your daddy no respect and stuff, cut that out. Because you got to remember who had you. It's not a good thing to do. Talk back to your mom when your mom trying to tell you something right. Sometimes she tell you something for a reason. The reason why she don't want you to get out there on them streets and hang with the wrong type of people, because she feel like if you start hanging with people that mean you no good, she feel like that you will end up either in jail or killed. That's why she tell you that. She tell you that for a reason, because she don't want to see nothing happen to you, because you her son, you somebody that she love, you her daughter. So that's the reason why she tell you these things, because you mean everything to her. I just want y'all to know, disobedient kids, sometimes they gotta learn the hard way. If you don't want to listen to your mom and your dad, two things gonna end up happening to you. When you start getting beside yourself, getting to where you think you can just run the street and do whatever you want to do after mom and dad told you to stay at home, and you just say, the hell with it, ignore what they saying like you was grown, just get out there on your own and go out there in the streets and just do whatever the hell you want to do. But that's not the way. That means you being very disobedient. You not listening to what your mom and your dad telling you. You just doing what you think is best. But what you think is best is not the best. So, young kids, y'all need to respect y'all mom and y'all dad. Those that coming up as youngsters, too many young people are dying every day. Because they growing up too fast and they getting out here, they doing all kind of crazy stuff with the rest of the people that's out there in the world that means them no good. So when your mom and your dad telling you something, she telling you something for your own good, because she don't want to see nothing happen to you. And you should take heed to when she telling you something. You should not talk back to her. You should not ignore what she's saying. Sometimes your mom and your dad give you a warning just like God do. So, for all you disobedient kids out there that's not listening to your mom and dad, you need to start listening to your mom and dad, what they tell you. Because one of these days, when God take your mom and dad, you're going to be left alone in this world. But you better remember what your mom and dad told you. You're going to always remember what they told you. One thing I know for sure, if your mom and your dad care about you, they never gonna tell you nothing wrong. They gonna tell you something that'll help you, man. So you gotta take heed You can't always be hard-headed. Hard-headed people learn the hard way. Yeah. You lay your bed, you lay in it. See what I'm saying? So, yeah, this video is for the for kids that don't want to listen to their mom, don't want to listen to their dad, they think they're grown, and they feeling themselves. And when you get to the point where you think you grown and you don't want to listen to your mom and dad no more and stuff, just what mom and dad tell you. It's time for you to get out on your own, son. Time for you to get out on your own, girl, because you think that you grown now. You done got to the point you don't want to listen to me now. You done got to the point you don't want to go to school no more. I raised you up better than that. Now you go to school, all you want to do now is go play hooky with the rest of the kids and skip school with people that ain't trying to learn and ain't trying to better themselves, ain't trying to grow up and beat nothing in life. You feel me? Yeah, that part, y'all. So if you got kids and they disobedient to you and they don't want to listen to you and they think that you telling them something wrong when you trying to tell them something right, then the best thing you can do is let them bump their head and they'll find out. They'll lead themselves down the wrong road. And once they lead themselves down the wrong road, because you know when something happens, what the first thing they're going to do? They're going to call mom and dad. They're going to say, Mom, I'm in jail. Can you come get me out of jail? But you know what mom going to tell you? I tried to tell you, son. I tried to tell you, daughter, not to go down that road. I told you don't hang with them so-called friends that you call your friends. Ain't no need of calling me now because that could have been prevented. Oh, I just got shot. Well, if you hadn't left this house, you'd have stayed at home when I was telling you to stay home. This wouldn't have never happened to you. I was giving you a warning. It was a reason why I told you that, baby, not to leave, but you left. Now you got to learn the hard way. Now that you locked up. I hate that you're locked up, but if you'd have listened to me, you wouldn't have had to worry about being in jail. All you young kids and teenagers out there, take heed to what I'm saying. Listen to your mom and dad. Don't be hard-headed, because you be hard-headed, you will learn the hard way. And people that's hard-headed, they usually get what they ain't expecting, what they asking for, because they don't want to listen to their mom. They want to be disobedient. They want to be disobedient to their dad. And when your mom and your dad trying to tell you something right. So when you click on this video, y'all, like I say, understand, pay attention, listen to my video so you will get a full understanding where I'm coming from with it. This video is for kids that's disobedient. You see what I'm saying? If your kids are disobedient and they don't want to listen to you and they think they're grown, you got to let them bump their own head, because you're trying to tell them what's right. And if they don't want to take your advice and they want to just be hard-headed, they'll find out the hard way. It's your boy, Mickey D. I'm out. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that like button, y'all. I'll be back with another video, and I'm out. It's your boy, Mickey D.